Hello everybody, Andy here from Glass Half Dead, a Kill Team channel. I want to talk to you today about a new product that GW just announced, and I think you can quite easily make 6 kill teams out of it, which is arguably the best value out there. Now, obviously, to figure out how to do that, you have to know the game, you have to know the rules, and I'm going to help you, I'm going to walk you through it. But if you just want to know, hey, what are proxy rules? I've done other videos about that. Just go to YouTube, check out Glass Half Dead proxy guide, and you will learn all of the rules for any cool conversions you want to do. But let's get straight into it. You can see it behind me right here. Where is it? Here it is. The Black Templars Combat Patrol, but not this one, because there isn't actually a picture of the Black Templars Combat Patrol yet. Ignore that one. Ignore that. Where are we? Here we go. So, allow me to shrinkify myself as well. That's going to help you, isn't it? Here we go. This was announced 2 days ago? Friday? I don't know, something like that. Alongside Space Wolves and Tyranids and Grey Knights. Whoops, Grey Knights. They're all getting new combat patrols. We don't know exactly when, but soon-ish. Or, well, they said this year, so, you know, 4 months, that kind of thing. And this is the new box, and I've got to say, it's a bit of a banger. Now, I don't normally talk about Combat Patrol because I don't think Combat Patrol is really a system worth talking about, for me at least. But if it's a good box, that's great to know. And of course, in 40k, in general, if you want to start any army, step 1, buy the Combat Patrol. That is not so much the case in Kill Team these days, because of course our system is very, very separate to 40k. So often, if people come over from 40k and they're saying, oh, I've got all this huge army, what can I run in Kill Team? I see that question asked a lot. Not much. You better hope you've bought your Kill Team. Well, that is not always the case. And in this instance, I think that it needs to be talked about how incredibly possibly useful this is for those that, you know, want to start Space Marines, Black Templars in 40k, and want to make sure that they are potentially legal for Kill Team. So first things first, what you get in this is you get 3 Blade Guards, you get the Emperor's Champion, and you get, oh, what are they called? The Sword Brethren at the top there, the 5 Sword Brethren. Oh, that's the key to this, by the way. And you also get the Primaris Crusaders. Okay. You might immediately think, just to clarify, that the Scout, the Neophytes, the Scout type models you see there that come in the Primaris Crusader squad, oh, I can do Scouts. No, you can't do Scouts. You don't get enough Scout models to do that. We're going to talk about how to make them something for Warp Coven. I know, right? Crazy. The one thing you will need to keep in mind is that in Kill Team, base size matters, and there's a lot of 40mm bases here, but Angels of Death in Kill Team, and a lot of your, not just Angels of Death, a lot of the Marine teams are 32mm bases. So just keep that in mind. You have to go into this with a hobby goal in mind and what you want to create. As soon as you put one of these models on a 40mm base, it kind of has to be on a 40mm base. My pro tip would be to put everything on a 32mm base, and then if it ever requires a 40mm base, just blue tack it onto that 40mm base. You're good to go. There you go. It's very easy to upsize a base, very, very difficult to downsize a base. Okay, with that said, before we go any further and I start to really dig into what you get in the box, what it can become, and also the hobby I've done for my Black Templars, because I'm a hobby channel at heart, obviously, really. I'd like to say, firstly, a bit of a subscriber-only benefit, and that subscriber-only benefit is a big double hello. Wow, so wholesome, truly the wholesomeness knows no bounds in the world of Glass Half Dead. What is a double hello? Well, it's a pleasantry given to you twice. Subscribers only though. Subscribe, like, leave a comment right now. And don't forget, I have a whole load of affiliate links. If you're into Kill Team, I've got a whole load of gear. If you ever buy Warhammer in the US, in the UK, I've got affiliate links. If you click those, that'd be awesome. Thank you very much. Right, this is the thumbnail. We don't need to look at this. This is an image that I cut out because I needed it for the thumbnail. This is just some models that I thought looked cool. These are my Black Templar models I just have lying around. Obviously not fully painted. Yes, I do bone armor. Thank you. I don't do black armor because I find that, you know, something that matters for me is that things are very obvious when they're on a table for the camera. So I like bright colors. So I do bone armor, black templars. All of my space marines are bone armor. But anyway, I legit think the black templar refresh was really good. And some of these are some of the best models out there. Yeah, I love Helbrecht. I love the dude that's stamping on the orc as well. Very cool, guys. Right, we then have, this is your Primaris Crusader squad. You get 6 Marines and 4 Neophytes. One of them will be a 40mm base. This guy right here, your leader. There you go. Which, by the way, awesome pose. And I'm just going to say it again. The only thing cooler, well, equally cool, I would say, as heavy armor in a cloak, like you get a lot in a Dark Angels, is heavy armor with your weapon literally chained to your armor. Isn't that awesome? Love it. Love it. Anyway, we then go over to our Sword Brethren. Now, the Sword Brethren kit is what makes everything possible here. Because don't get me wrong, here, you could say, yeah, these are my, you know, so leader here, 40mm base, cool, that's my captain for Angels of Death. And then I've got 4 Marines. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 Marines, the actual number you need. That's lucky, isn't it? And you can either kit them out with bolters or with pistol and chainsword. Cool, I'm going to give them all pistol and chainsword, and that's my team. I have a captain, and I have 5 dudes, sorry, who are all assault intercessors. And actually, you know what? That's your Angels of Death done. If that's all you want, that is a 100% legal team. Nobody would ever question you, and that's completely raw. All you've done is build your models as they should be, except you haven't built the Pyrecaster at the back there, the Flamer. But if you have built the Pyrecaster, if you've already built your Dark Angels and you're trying to figure out how to run them in Kill Team, don't worry, mate, you're sorted, because all that is a gunner. Well, good news, the Angels of Death have a gunner operative. In this instance, it is only on the 32mm base, but you put it on a 40 and suddenly it can either be a heavy bolter or a sniper, or you could even keep it on a 32mm base and just say that, hey, this is the odd one out. So I'm going to say that this is actually the one kind of alternative assault intercessor, which is the assault intercessor grenadier. There you go. So really easy, great little team here. This is an Angels of Death team in a box that is, yeah, cheaper than having to buy the Kill Team starter set to get the Angels of Death team. There you go. Right. Then we get to the Sword Brethren, obviously. Right, so if you do not know the Sword Brethren kit, you build these 5 dudes. I believe I built these 5. These are built raw. If you just follow the building instructions, this is what you end up with, okay? However, there are so many bits on the sprue. This is one of the best sprues out there currently to get Space Marine bits. If you just want additional weapons and arms and stuff, this is the one kit I would always recommend anybody goes and buys. And the fact that they have now put it in its entirety, in its fullness, into a combat patrol is legit making me, because I have issues, obviously, consider the next time I want to buy, I will buy the combat patrol, the Black Templars, not just this kit. This is a great kit. If you're a Space Marine fan, you have to have this kit in your roster. We then get the, what are they called? Honor Blade Guard. The Blade Guard. So you get 3 Blade Guard. I don't know if they sell the monopose ones or if these are the full kit. I'm honestly not sure on that one. People that know the poses better. Obviously I haven't painted mine, I do apologise. But you can go look at this. Isn't that cool? These are great models, and I think that if you want to get a little bit funky with your proxies, having a shield on a model is very cool and will really allow you to say this is X, you know? And again, in case you don't know, all of these guys and the Emperor's Champion, yes, they're on a 40mm base, but they all fit on a 32. I have all of them right behind the screen right now, as you see, because these are them. But I have multiples of these and these on 32mm bases for random proxy reasons that I've done. Oh, and this is all of them together. There you go. That's my, not that one, ignore that. Oh, hey, by the way, if you want some Old World from Wayland Games, they're currently, this week, they're doing 25 to 30% off all of Old World. That's mad. I don't play Old World, but even I am thinking maybe now is my time to buy Wood Elf Realms Battalion. Like Wood Elves and Bretonnians are my thing. If I were to ever get into Old World, it would be those two armies. Nothing else. Don't care about them. Wood Elves. Right. Sorry. Moving on. That was totally random. Right. Anyway, let's look at these guys. So this is the combat patrol in its entirety. This is what you get. These are lovely models. Right. With that said, let's get down to what you can proxy and how. First things first. Let's say you don't want to mess around and you just want to build them as is so that they're 100% viable in 40k, combat patrol, and kill team. Cool. This here is your Angels of Death team. No changes. This is a legal Angels of Death team. Perfect. Great. Okay. We then have to start getting a little bit funky. The fact that these models exist and they have extra bits means that you now have, with very little work, a Legionary team, a Nemesis Claw team, and a Thousand Suns team. Now, how are you getting that? So, first things first. I don't know. Do you need this explained? Isn't this? I feel like this is quite obvious, but when you're looking at if you want to know the full rules of proxying, I have done it's like a 50-minute guide. Everything you need to know. So I'm going to keep it real simple here. The key to proxying is being able to tell the difference between different operatives. Okay? If you're playing Legionary and you want to play the Butcher. Now the Butcher as a model has a huge double-handed axe. Cool. You see this guy back here? He has a double-handed hammer. I promise you, nobody is going to say, oh, excuse me. The Butcher should have an axe, not a hammer. Double-handed hammer, double-handed weapon. He's the only guy that's going to have a double-handed weapon. Sorted. You're gold. Well done. Now you then look at the Nemclaw. Obviously, we all know that if you can proxy something as the Butcher, you can proxy something as the Skin Thief. Okay? Hey, who from Nemesis Claw has 2 claws? Which, as they should, right? Because Nemclaw, there should be claws. Yeah, the Screecher. Boom. This model, put them on a 32mm base. They are raw, out the box, out of the build instructions, the Screecher. Simple. But then you can think, okay, well the Screecher has two claws. So obviously I get that. But then in the Legionary team, who has the 2 kind of lighter things? Right, the 2 daggers, if you will. I've forgotten the name of the model, but it's there, and that is the obvious one. This is proxies you can do even if you have the official Legionary models, but you want to play Nemclaw, you can make this proxy. So this is exactly the same right here. There you go. Cool, so that's very obvious. Now, let's quickly expand out. I think you get it now. You get now how to do AOD, you get how to do Legionary, you get how to do Nemclaw. Those are the obvious ones. If you want to talk about Thousand Suns, what are they called? Rubric Marines? Warp Coven, thank you. That's when you go back to here. Now, if you're doing Rubric Marines, you can quite easily, let's be honest, just do this team again. Because what you need is Sorcerers. Okay, take some of these guys, put them on a 32mm base. Those are your 3 Sorcerers. Some of these guys here. This is your Rubric Marine. Rubric Marines probably want a Gunner. Or you've got one over there, haven't you? So you can do that. But something that the Rubric Marines, Warp Coven really need is Zangors. Now, Zangors are not mandatory. However, you have your Scouts. Sorry, your Neophytes. They are kitted out noticeably differently to all of the other models. That means they are perfect for Zangors. They come on 28mm bases. Go ahead, just put them on 32mm bases. Obvious Zangors. And if you want to really proxy a Zangor champion, you have additional weapons here. Swap their pistol and chainsword for one of these marine weapons, you are quids in. Done. Easy proxies there. We then have a final team we can discuss, which, again, I love that is now in the game because we can start to talk about it, and that is a 5 model team. Can you think of it? All on 40mm bases. Any clues? That's right. A Ravener team. Now, the beauty of the Ravener team, of course, is that, yeah, they're not exactly Space Marines thematically, but they're on 40mm bases, and so are these. And they're, like, very tough to kill with their 20 wounds, you know? So it still kind of makes sense, you know? So you can take some of these, like a shield. Obviously, that is immediately, what is that? That's the Wrecker? Yeah, he's called the Wrecker. So that's the extra armored guy. One of these guys here, give one of them a gun. You can convert one of them to have an actual gun, holding a gun, like one of these guys would be. Awesome. That's your Venom Spitter, etc., etc. You get it. Again, this kit has so many cool bits that you are able to basically proxy convert any type of marine you want, and I recommend that you do that, and that'll be fun for you. So there you go. Do consider picking up the Black Templars Combat Patrol when it comes out. I already have all these models, as you can tell, because I'm showing you them, but even I am like, you know what, that looks pretty good. And that's basically the end of the video. I would like to quickly say that, hey, this was done because I'm obviously already going to be making every combat patrol, like, and the kill teams you can make from it. I don't know what that, I'm going to title it better than that, obviously. But this was just announced, and I was like, you know what, this is genuinely the best one for making the most number of teams. Some combat patrols just straight up have a kill team in them, like the Tower one. Some you can do some conversion work to get it, but this is just like, you've got every Marine team plus Raveners. Oh, you don't have Phobos. It would be very difficult to make Phobos out of this team. That's the only Marine team you don't have access to. There you go. Anyway, I thought that was really cool, and hey, if you made it to the end of the video, I'd like to give you a treat, and that treat is a big triple hello. Wow. Wholesome.